What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Love Ashe, back at you with another video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, baby, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your girl a comment down below. You already know the vibes, the tea. We're going to get into what's going on in these spiritual streets, okay? So this is going to be a collective message. Make sure you guys take what resonates, and whatever does not resonate, it means that it was for someone else. Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below and let me know how this message resonates with you, how this is currently playing out in your life, if this is something that is a part of your timeline right now. Y'all know we're gonna get into it, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm already, tapping into, let me get some water real quick. Hold on. So before we even get into the reading, y'all, my throat just, okay, so I'm just hearing like throat chakra, okay? And then look, let's get into it. So throat chakra, underneath the bottom of the deck, we have truth, all right? So somebody may be repressing their truth, okay? Maybe wanting to have a difficult conversation with somebody, maybe feeling like somebody is repressing your truth, maybe feeling like there's gossip, people slandering your name, or there's an inability for people to see you for who you truly are. That may be something you are personally struggling with in your life. As well as another message that I was picking up on here is that somebody is some of you guys may be waiting for opportunities to knock at your door, okay? Some of you guys are, worried or stressed about your bills, all right? You're worried and stressed about your financial situation, and what's coming through here is that situation, your financial situation is rapidly transforming. Specifically, the word rapidly is what Spirit really wants here. There are things that are about to take a major shift or a turn in your life that maybe you can't see. Some of you guys may even feel like you're losing hope. I'm just hearing that somebody's like losing hope. So you may be losing hope about something. Okay, yeah, you're losing sleep, okay? You're definitely losing sleep. You may be losing sleep, worried about your finances, losing sleep, worrying about people gossiping and talking about you. Or your spiritual team may be coming through here right now, just letting you know that, you've been losing sleep over people who really don't matter. Like their opinions really don't matter. Spirit is saying like, don't lose sleep over what this person has to say about you. Don't lose sleep over this situation, okay, baby? You need your rest. You need your sleep. Get your rest, okay? Also, there's something coming through here as well about dreams and subconscious. Your spiritual team may be really trying to get your attention to give you certain messages, guidance, and insight through your dreams. So definitely write those dreams down. Write those dreams. I feel like they really have been trying to communicate with you through your dreams. For some of you, they're showing you some hidden spiritual interference that's going on in regards to your throat chakra being suppressed, or your third eye being suppressed as well. There's something here about your third eye being blocked, where that's why it's an inability for you to see certain signs and synchronicities and get certain messages from your spiritual team. So they're recommending some type of spiritual bath or spiritual cleanse. So that's something that you've already been feeling like, hey, I need to go ahead and do that. This is your double confirmation to go ahead and take care of that, okay? Yeah, here we have the devil card coming through here. Exactly. So they're the devil card here, this is about this could be a romantic partnership, one that you were previously in. You could have been having dreams about like being with this person romantically or sexually, okay? You could have dreams about this person maybe even attacking you or bothering you, or just feeling watched. Somebody's feeling very watched, okay? This is if you just been feeling watched lately, like in your waking life, feeling watched, this is a spiritual indication that somebody is doing spiritual work on you, okay? Working things in the spiritual realm. I'm hearing domination, okay? Somebody's trying to perhaps do domination, or somebody who you don't want is actively trying to manifest you into their life, into their reality. Somebody wants you back, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Somebody wants you back. Okay, come through. So I'm also hearing as well that this could possibly be, take it as it resonates, someone is losing sleep over you, okay? Somebody may be losing sleep over you. They're up thinking about you all night, fantasizing, thinking about the relationship, shoulda, coulda, woulda been, and this is really keeping this person's spirit is also coming through with that message with somebody that may be losing sleep, okay? I feel like for somebody as well, you may have lost hope in somebody in the relationship. Like you poured a lot into this relationship and connection, and you have lost hope in it. And so I feel like you've like taken your energy away, okay? Yeah, look at that hand in the reverse, okay? You take it, and this card also represents financial and material gains. This is like, I think the Five of Pentacles as well. So this is a message coming through here as well, here with the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, speaking about whatever tough financial situation that you may be in right now, that this cycle is coming to an end. Spirit was talking about somebody being worried about the bills, worried about their finances at this time. So that is a worry or a concern for you. Oh my God, y'all. I also hear here with the throat chakra underneath the bottom of the deck. Spirit is saying, asking you shall receive. Asking you shall receive. So some of y'all, you got some things going on in your life financially, okay? And for whatever reason, I'm just like something to do with your throat chakra that's coming through here, okay, in the pre-read. There's something coming through here about your throat chakra either being blocked or you not speaking your truth in some way. So for some of you, this is about you literally connecting with your spiritual team and asking your spiritual team for your needs to be met. You're like sitting around there. Some of your, I'm coming through, your ancestors are saying like some of them don't even feel like utilized, value, and it's like you won't even ask them for assistance or ask them for help. Okay. And they're saying like, we're ready here. We're ready to help you and support you. Like, ask us for the support you need. Closed mouth don't get fed. Okay, that's what I'm hearing for somebody. All right. Let's see what else is coming through in the pre-read. Okay. But somebody's just like mentally all over the place. This could be you or this could be somebody else. Okay, somebody's been all over the place. This has to do as well with someone's career, okay? Somebody feels as though they're not getting enough recognition or some type of reward. They're not being recognized or honored in the way they should be within their career, within their job, within their workspace, or even maybe within a business as well. I feel like you're laying low and you doing the work, but there is a sense that you might be losing hope in, if this thing is ever going to pan out for you. Yeah, Spirit is coming through here with patience and planning. Keep being patient, okay? Things are about to turn around for you. Keep being patient. Keep doing the work. Keep laying low, okay? You're about to be in a position of authority. You are leveling up. I just heard the words graduation, okay? You're graduating to new heights, to new level. Again, the wish fulfillment card coming through again. So there's something, again, Spirit's using the word rapidly, that's coming into your life that is transforming. I feel like that's why that energy, yeah, and it requires a sense of solitude, okay? Here with the Hermit card coming out here. This is a spiritual graduation that I'm hearing for those who resonate with this reading, the collective energy, okay? There's a spiritual graduation that you are undergoing right now, okay? So I'm just hearing like you're in the last semester, okay? Yeah, triumph and success, Ace of Swords. You're in the last semester of this. You're in the last semester of this cycle. You're in the last semester of whatever situation that you have going on in your life right now. This is it, okay? Life as you know it will never be the same again, and in the most amazing way. Typically, when we hear life will no longer be the same, people get anxiety, but I feel like for whoever this reading is for, this is going to be a sense of relief for you that things are finally shifting and changing, because I feel like Spirit is showing me things have been like still water for you. Okay, life has been like still water for you. Nothing moving, nothing growing, nothing manifesting. It just seems like things have been super blocked for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the actual read. That was the pre-reading messages. All right, so let's go ahead and see, Spirit, what's going on? What does the collective need to know for their highest and greatest good at this time? What does the collective need to know for their highest and greatest good at this time? We're going to start off with this messages from Spirit deck here and see what comes through. Ooh, all right. All right. Okay. Okay. So we have your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fear or insecurities to stand in your way. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. Like that's the vibe with the pre-read already here. Okay. Just confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that, help is on the way. That's the big theme here, is that your spiritual team wants you to know that baby, help is on the way. Okay. So keep that, keep that bright and happy vision. Keep being happy. Keep being grateful. Keep waking up smiling. Keep being in this space of gratitude. Because a lot of you guys, I do feel like you may be in a space where you're losing hope and you're allowing your fears or insecurities to really make you second guess your path, second guess what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and it's causing a lot of clarity, a lot of indecision. Okay, and so your spiritual team is coming through with this message right now to bring clarity of the mind. This card also came out as well. It says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You got this. So some of you guys may be struggling with this. You may be struggling with feeling like you're not living up to your fullest potential in your life. For some kind, you may deal with people pleasing tendencies. You know what I'm saying? You may feel like, there's this desire for you, okay, to get the approval of others. But, honestly, what I'm really picking up here is that I feel like you don't really necessarily, you're not looking for the approval of other people. More so what I'm picking up on is that you're ready to shit on bitches, okay? And I totally 1000% feel you on that, friend. I totally get it, okay? I feel like people have been sleeping on you for way too long, and you're like, okay, like you're seeing people prosper who shouldn't be prospering. You're seeing, people who don't do things the right way, getting away with everything. You're seeing people who've done you wrong look like they're living their life. And so there's a part of you that just like, when is it going to be my time to shine? It's like knowing that you're supposed to be, the final act, I'm hearing the words final act, like knowing that you're supposed to be the final act, the grand bam to this amazing play, and you're sitting on the sidelines with the curtain on the side of the curtains, and you're waiting for your turn, your spotlight, your moment. Like, when is it my moment? And you're seeing everybody else, and you're, maybe even happy for them. Like, wow, you did great on your part. Wow, you did amazing. Wow, you knew your lines. Wow, you really killed that performance. But it's like you're waiting, and the anticipation is building up, and it's building up. And it's like every time it's time for you to step on the scene, okay? Every time it's time for you to step into the spotlight, there's some type of production change, okay? There's some type of delay, there's some type of blockage, and you're like, I just want my moment to shine. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life, okay? So there's this anticipation, but also there is this fear of maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not ready to perform. Maybe, I'm thinking too high and mighty about myself. You know what I mean? But like, it's like a subconscious fear that's surfacing at the same time. And I feel like it's your spiritual team trying to teach you patience. I'm hearing Saturn. I've been really working with Saturn's energy lately, but I'm also hearing Saturn's energy as well. Is that Saturn is causing a lot of delays and blockages in your life right now, not to hurt you, okay, but to teach you patience and discipline, okay? To teach you patience and discipline at this time. You could be going through your Saturn return. You could have just, started your Saturn return here recently. For a lot of you, you could be at the tail end of your Saturn return. Your Saturn could be in Aquarius, okay, where things are just kind of like closing out for you at this time. And now you're about to step into a new season. Let's get some more messages here, okay? All right, but it says here, your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you. But you must meet the universe halfway, okay? So, when they're speaking about you meeting them halfway, they're talking about you got to live up to your end of the deal. You got to keep happiness. You got to keep your mood up, okay? You got to take care of yourself. You can't, be focusing on what everybody else is doing and mentally psyching yourself out. You got to get a good night's rest, okay? You have to make sure that you're meeting your end of the deal, okay? I just heard the affirmation for today's message is I'm expecting. I'm expecting. I'm expecting is what I just heard. You're not waiting. You're expecting. You're anticipating. You know that the Most High, God, your spiritual team, whatever you subscribe to, call it, is going to come through for you. You're expecting. I'm hearing expect a breakthrough. Expect a miracle. And some of you guys are in this space where you are expecting disappointment, and so you get disappointment. You're expecting for your needs not to be met, and so therefore they aren't. You're expecting pain and sadness, and therefore that's what you are manifesting. This is the seeds that you are sowing actively in your garden. Okay? Let's keep going. But I just feel this energy, y'all. Like, it's just a lot of pressure. Like, your energy just feels like it's a lot of pressure. I just feel like you're just under this immense pressure, and this pressure doesn't even feel physical, although it can be physical too with certain like financial things going on. This feels like the pressure of someone when they know what their destiny is calling them towards. I feel like for whoever this message is for, you know exactly why you're here. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is not for somebody who's still figuring things out, okay? No tea, no shade, right? But this specific message feels like this is for somebody who knows exactly why they are here. You know exactly your purpose. But then on the same note, you're also second guessing it. You know what I mean? I know that if this message for you is for you, you know what I mean. You know exactly why you're here. Okay? You know exactly where God is leading you. But there's still a part of you that feels like, what if I'm wrong? And the only reason why you're second guessing that is because you feel so sure of it. Like, damn, what if I'm a little delulu? Okay? What if I'm a little crazy? What if God is not leading me in this path? Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, look, new beginnings. Oh my God. Walk by faith and not by sight. That's why it's coming through. Your third eye is being intentionally blocked, okay? Because your spiritual team is trying to get you, okay, to walk by faith and not by sight. Because you are spiritually gifted. You see shit. You know shit. You be feeling shit. You have spiritual gifts. And so I feel like they're kind of blocked, or things are kind of like foggy for you right now, like Neptune's energy, because you're needing to walk through this. Spirit is showing me a field, okay? Just imagine a field with green grass, and it's just fog everywhere. It is so much fog. You can put your hand in front of you and not even be able to see your hand. But you got to make it through it. You got to get through it. Interesting. Okay. So this third eye is intentionally being blocked at this time to really, I'm hearing, to redefine your communication with your spiritual team. So maybe at one point they were communicating with you all the time through 222, 1111. You're seeing a black bird. You're seeing a certain cat. You're seeing a butterfly. You're seeing a light flick in your house. You're seeing, certain messages. You're hearing a certain song. And it's like all of a sudden for you, things just got really quiet because you're expecting to be communicated with in a particular way. And that really just got your mind blown. For some of you, you're always expecting to communicate with your spiritual team in one way. And for some of you, they're trying to communicate with you through your dreams. For some of you, they communicate with you through your dreams, and they're trying to get you to, pay attention to certain things that are happening in your waking life. So take it as it resonates, but it's like your spiritual team is trying to communicate with you in a different way I'm hearing the word build. There's something they're trying to build within you. I just heard resilience, but I'm not quite sure if that's what it can be resilience. They want you to get creative with the way that you protect yourself. Get creative with your spiritual process. Get creative with your spiritual journey. They don't want you just going around being regular degular, okay? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy, past life. Why do they want to talk about past life? In your past life, they're speaking about you, doing things in a very traditional way, okay? Doing things in a very traditional way. You could have your South Node in Capricorn, okay? For somebody, but you've done things in a very traditional way. And now you were literally sent here to break free from that, to do it in a unique way, to put your own energetic signature on something. And the reason why you feel blocked and you feel stuck at this time is because you're not giving it your own little twist. You're not putting your own little spin on it. Okay. So new beginnings here. All right. So new beginnings. They're speaking about new beginnings here. Like I said, there's a new cycle that's happening for you. And then again here where they're talking about you living up to your fullest potential. So letting go. So let's say, for example, you have art, right? You have a certain art that you do. You have something that you do publicly. And it's like, okay, well, people really like this type of music, so I'm just going to keep doing this type of music because this is what people listen to. And then eventually I'll put out the music that I want to put out. And your spiritual team is saying, no, put out the music that you want to put out right now. Don't wait. Don't wait for the approval of other people when it comes to whatever this creative process is for you. And that's why they're talking about living up to your own expectations. You've been selling yourself short. Some of you guys have been undercharging for certain services. If you have a business or something like that, you're selling yourself short. If somebody here specifically, I just heard, if you are a hairstylist, okay, baby, you're like, well, everybody always talks about the prices is high. You literally are the one that your prices should be higher because you have the skill set. You have the actual talent and skill set. And, that's why the energy of comparison was coming through in the beginning of this reading, okay? Because your spiritual team is speaking about you understanding your spiritual assignment, but you also trying to accommodate other people to make yourself more digestible. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper into this. So there are these new beginnings that are happening for you. Once you stop allowing fear and your insecurities to stand in your way, once you start walking by faith and not by sight, you're going to start to really be happier. Honestly, that's what I'm hearing here. You're going to be happier here. So we have karmic, third-party haters, lesson learned. And, that's that Saturn's energy that I was speaking about you guys in the beginning of the pre-read with karmics. Spirit, why is karmics here right now? Because we're talking about your new beginning, and then we have karmics coming out here. So, for some of y'all, there could be karmics in your life that want to block. Okay, we were speaking about gossip and slander and things like that in the pre-read. So there could be, for some of you guys, karmics that are trying to, how are they trying to block you? Somebody's trying to block this new beginning for you. And it could be by making you second guess yourself. I just heard making you second guess whether or not you're really happy. Making you second guess if this is this is your path, like your life path, And what I'm hearing is that's the only power they have at this point over you is the mental distractions. None of their spell work, none of the work that they're doing in the spiritual realm, none of that shit is touching you because you're so close to closing out this cycle and judgment has been called on them already. So the only thing, it's like just imagine somebody in a competition, right? And a spirit is showing me two people competing. And when the other person starts to do whatever they're competing for, I can't think of anything right now. Like maybe let's say walk in a straight line. The other person is making noises and screaming, trying to get them off their path. Hey, trying to get them off their path because they can't physically touch them. So all they can do is try to distract them. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm seeing right now is that there's a lot of mental distractions and illusions and things right now that your spiritual team is bringing to your awareness right now. Guard the mind. I just heard that. Guard the mind. All is mind, all is mental. Okay, so karmics. So, yeah, all they're doing is, Let's see. It's going. Yeah, look, we got high vibing, good vibes, living to the fullest, enjoying the present. This is how your spiritual team wants you to be. And this is where these karmics, these people who you are, in a sense, leaving behind, they don't want you high vibing. They want you second guessing your path, okay? They want you second guessing your purpose. They want you second guessing why you're here, if you're really, chosen, if you're really called to be doing what you're doing. Because once they can infiltrate the mind, then they can manipulate your actions, your decisions, and your behavior, okay? And your spiritual team is allowing this to take place because it's also building something in you, okay? It's building something in you. Spirit, tell me about this karmic. I don't want to get off track too much with this karmic energy. Tell me about this karmic, though. Okay? Tell me about this karmic. Yeah. So right underneath the deck here, starting off, we have love bombing. Whoever this person did, they did a lot of love bombing here. Okay. Or they're doing a lot of love bombing. Maybe at one point you wanted them to, treat you right, love you right, all the little, shabaka baka. All right. But it's like you're at the point where it's like now they want to give you all their attention. Now they want to shower you with affection. Okay. But it's not with the proper intention, is what I'm saying here. It's like somebody is offering you something now that you have no desire for it. Somebody's trying to offer you their heart. They're trying to offer you love. They're trying to somebody, and this could even be for somebody, a job offer. It's like, I thought you didn't have it in you. Oh, you do. Oh, I thought you guys weren't giving out raises. Okay, but you are now. Now that I'm leaving, you know what I mean? I thought you said you had father wounds, that you didn't know how to love properly, but now you know how to buy flowers, It's like this energy of now that I am walking away and I'm closing out this contract, now you are ready to do, this person is ready to do what you've been begging for some of y'all. What you've been begging for. Let's see here. Yeah, we have cuffing season. It says single, ready to mingle, ready for a new relationship, on the hunt. Baby, this you. For some of y'all, this is you. You like, look, that's a cute little flower and all, but I'm on the hunt. I'm single and ready to mingle. Okay, some of y'all, you're single. You doing your thing. You out here living life. And here they go trying to offer you what you was begging them to give you when you was trying to be tied down. Okay? And I also feel like this person's energy as well, okay, when you were in a relationship with them, they wanted to play single. Okay, but now that you're not with them anymore, now they want to try to hold you back. Okay? What else do we have here? Lift off. Look, fast action, forward, progression forward, the wait is over. So for some of y'all, this is the energy. If you've been single for a while, there's also this message coming through here that there is new love that's coming in very quickly for you. Okay. And so this karmic is coming through to try to offer you a new beginning. Right when you're about to really connect with a soulmate or just somebody better for you. Okay. All right. Let me see what else is going on here. Some of you guys, if you've been, in a relationship already, I do see pregnancy. If that's something that you desire, I do see pregnancy for you. Okay. All right. Let's try to get back on track. All right. Let's pull a message from this deck here. Haven't used this deck in a long time. Let's see what's coming through. Okay. All right. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have Shining Star. Oh my God, y'all. Look at this. You guys. It says Shining Star. It is time for you to take front and center stage. What did I say in the reading? It's time. And because this is underneath the bottom of the deck, it's almost like, underlining energy, but also it feels like hidden energy as well. Okay. So Spirit just said procrastination. So some of you guys aren't being blocked from the spotlight. You're hiding from it. Girl, it's like every time, every time the spotlight gets on you, like, no, I'm not ready. My hair not right. No, I ain't studied my lines good enough. Some of you guys, you are running from the spotlight. You're literally, you're running from the spotlight. You're running from your gifts. You're running, okay? That's what I just heard for somebody. You fear. You're allowing your fears and insecurities to stand in your way of being in the spotlight in some way, okay? What do we have here? We have bumpy ride. It says, don't be afraid to make a change. Regardless of how hard you perceive it to be, it can be fun if you allow it and let go of the resistance to it, okay? And then we have collective consciousness, just confirming that this is a collective message, you guys. You may be feeling overwhelmed by all the energetic shifts. It's time to focus on peace and love for all. So the collective message here, baby, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It's a bumpy ride, okay? We all going through some shit, okay? We ain't gotta talk about the details, y'all. We ain't gotta know the specifics. Just know that no matter how somebody in life next to you look, Okay, what they riding around in, okay, how it look like they living life on social media, all right, everybody going through some shit, okay, collectively we on a bumpy ass ride, okay, with no seatbelt. With no seatbelt. So for some of you guys, I just heard the word empath, okay? So some of you, you're empaths, all right? And you're really feeling the energy heavy, the collective energy to where you're overwhelmed, okay? It's like being on a roller coaster and being quiet. You're scared, right? You're scared you're on the roller coaster, but you're quiet, Meanwhile, the person sitting next to you, the person in front of you, the person behind you, they're screaming for dear life. Okay. And it's like being overwhelmed by other people screaming, even though you know that this is like some scary shit. You're trying to keep it cool. You're trying to trust the process, trying to trust in God. The ride ain't going to last for long. It's going to be over soon. But it's like everybody around you screaming for dear life. Hell. So some of y'all need to really do some, type of protection and really just guard your energy at this time, especially if you help in any way collectively. You're doing readings, you're doing Reiki, you're doing any type of healing work, okay? Some of you guys need to be really discerning, and just make sure you're taking time to rest and take time to focus on yourself at this time. Thank you so much for the gift. So just make sure you're taking the time for you. So we have here a blessing in disguise. You're being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. I'm telling y'all, underneath all of this bullshit that's going on in your life right now, okay, there's a blessing in disguise here. I'm telling you, there's something that's coming through that's going to be like, damn. Saturn just not going to put you through all of this for nothing. Saturn may give you a hard time. Saturn may make you create the discipline and the structure and create the routine and work hard. But Saturn also is going to give you a nice, very nice reward, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are just getting that tough love right now, And I feel like, if you are in the spotlight anyway, or that's something that, is a part of your soul contract. What I'm also hearing as well is, ooh, thank you, Spirit. That's nice. They gonna love that. So what I just heard right now, y'all know I gotta talk fast when I'm channeling, okay? What I just heard right now is that no matter how you try to avoid responsibility, you not wanting to be the light, you not wanting to be the spotlight, it's going to continue. The spotlight is always on you. That's what I just heard. Nobody puts the spotlight on you. It's on you because it is you, because you are the light, okay? And so when you try to run from the light, literally, it's like trying to see somebody run from their own damn shadow, okay? Like, you just looking crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? Like, you need help? Like, you need to call 911? Like, you're literally running. It's like running from your own shadow, okay? And I feel like you're in a space right now to where the more you try to run from the spotlight, the more you try to run away from the light, the more attention that you're going to attract, right? Imagine running from your shadow. How many people are going to be looking at you then because you're running from your fucking shadow, right? So, that's what a lot of you guys are doing right now. And you're like, why are people still looking at me? I'm doing everything possible to go unseen while you're running from your shadow. While you're literally running from your shadow. Okay, do you, sis? Do you? Do you, girl? Okay, I want to pull... What do I want to do with this message here? I want to pull it all together. I want to pull this message all together. Let's see the astrological energy here. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. So we got too many cards, but the card that's right on top, I'll show y'all, is Saturn. I'm telling y'all, Saturn is behind this. Saturn is behind this. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look and see where Saturn is in your natal chart. See if you have any transits going through that house at this time, you guys. This is Saturn. This is definitely Saturn's energy, building you up, okay? Trying to make you great, okay? This is like mental boot camp, okay? You could have Saturn in Virgo. Shit, if you got Saturn in Virgo and you on here, okay? You could have, you could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising right now because we are in retrograde season. And, you know, whenever we're in retrograde season, you know, I'm a Virgo rising, and child, my mind be everywhere. Everywhere, okay? So you could be a Virgo sun, moon, or rising. You could be a Gemini sun, moon, or rising. All right, let's see. But yeah, Saturn is definitely here. What's going on? Yeah, Lord, what did I say, y'all? Sometimes I be forgetting, like, I'm that girl, okay? I don't need nobody to tell me, like, what? Y'all see what the motherfucker can't say? No, but look, y'all, for real. Mercury retrograde. What did I say? What did I say? Reinvention. All right? Reinvention. Yeah, Skylar, I was just talking about Saturn and Capricorn. I mentioned that, I believe, earlier in the live, if you just got it here. Yeah. So, yeah, Saturn, you going to get that work, okay? You going to put that work in, okay? But, yeah, Mercury retrograde here, and then we have Pisces. Mercury retrograde, we have Pisces, I believe, okay? So, there's a redirection. Remember, retrograde is about reviewing, reanalyzing, reassessing, okay? Something, an area in our life, right? So with Mercury retrograde coming out here, I know we have Mercury retrograde right now in Leo. Oh, y'all. So Mercury retrograde is in Leo, and Leo rules the spotlight, right? Leo represents the spotlight. It's ruled by the sun. Okay, I'm feeling it. So Mercury retrograde is in Leo right now. And Leo is ruled by the sun, which is that spotlight energy that we've been talking about. We're talking about you guys running from that spotlight. Okay, you guys having a lot of fear and insecurities. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde, reviewing, reanalyzing, it's shining a spotlight on your insecurities. Also here with it being in Pisces, Pisces rule the 12th house. I feel like it also is shining a light on any addictive patterns that you have, any subconscious things here with the 12th house here, any unconscious things, subconscious things or unconscious things that you are maybe running away from or hiding from, things that you need to end, right? Because 12th house rules endings, right? So this could also be a thing as well here for you, where this retrograde is really bringing to light. And it's also, yeah, Pisces, it says, I believe. So something about like self-belief as well. So where, you know, and then Saturn here, I'm not sure what's going on with Saturn right now. I believe Saturn is in retrograde. I think Saturn is in Pisces right now. I don't know. I gotta look. Thank you, Diamond. Dang, that caught me off guard. What I was saying, y'all. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, anyway. Mercury retrograde in Leo, okay? I feel like as well, there could be a sense of maybe you are recognizing something that you're doing that you need to stop doing, you know? This could be in a relationship. This could be spiritually. This could be mentally overthinking. You know, it could be so many different things. It's going to be different for everybody because we all got our own different shit, right? And then also when I was telling you guys in the beginning of this read about you putting your own spin on it, right? There's something creative that you have that Spirit is talking about, you putting your own spin on it. That's Leo energy as well, because Leo also is rules the 5th house, right? And the 5th house is romance, dating, you know, inner child, you know. So I feel like as well, it's also bringing that to light as well. Okay, that makes sense. What we got here? Oh, y'all, look, underneath the deck, before I even cut the deck, it says, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for it. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. That is crazy, y'all. We were talking about like gossip or something in the beginning of the reading, and that makes sense with the Mercury retrograde in Leo, because Mercury retrograde in Leo, y'all, we obviously see this with like the public figures and musicians and performers and stuff like that. But Mercury rules communication and travel and technology and all of these things. So when we're talking about Leo, Mercury retrograde in Leo, these are about leaders, okay, being misunderstood, okay, with their positions, or there being a scandal, or there being somebody having reckless speech who's in the public eye, somebody misusing their power or misusing their ego, or making ego-driven decisions that people are noticing, like, hey, we seen what you did there. We seen what you did there. So it's kind of like this energy of like bold words with Leo and Mercury, bold words backfiring, you know? But I don't know. I feel like this is the shadow side of this Mercury retrograde in Leo. Because those of you who resonate with my energy, I feel like you're meant to shine your light. Mercury retrograde in Leo is dealing with you, with why you want to express yourself, why you won't put your art out there, why you won't put your creative. Oh, y'all, I'm tingling, okay? Ting, 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 ting. The reason why some of you guys are afraid, because it's like, damn, they doing Beyonce like that? Imagine what they do to little old me. You know, damn, they just cancel him. Imagine what they'll do to me. Like, you're looking at like these other people, you know, these influencers, these people online, or these celebrities, and you're like, I never want no spotlight on me, because people be in people business and I don't got time for that. You know, they always talking about people. I could never. And so you are internalizing their experience as your own, but you're doing it from a place of the wounded version of yourself, with your fears and your insecurities. Okay, let me pull one more card. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, oh my God, I was going to say Pluto too, y'all. Yeah, transformation. Wow. This is like collective transformation. I feel like the people who have been in our face, who have been these leaders, who've been these public figures, who've been the celebrities, there is a fall of the ego, of the fake, you know, and there's this rise of new leaders, new celebrities, if you want to call it, the real light energy emerging, okay? You taking your rightful position, okay, in the spotlight, and not dimming yourself, because you are backed by God. You're backed by the universe. You're backed by your spiritual team. And we're about to see people who have no relationship to God, okay, to the Most High, to the universe, whatever you subscribe to. We're about to see their light turned off, and we're about to be able to see their shadow clearly. And so that's why Saturn is here. And it's so important for you to be developing, and for you to be going through all these things you go through. Because, oh my God, y'all. And then we talked about this cycle is closing out for you. This cycle of being hidden is being closed out for you, because it's almost time for you to step up on the stage. Spirit is clearing out, you know, false teachers, false leaders, okay? These people, I'm just hearing, Spirit is clearing it out, all right? And so you need to get ready, because I just heard Spirit saying, you're about to be up next. You're about to go on next. Like, you're about to be up next. It's about to be your turn next. And so there's this cycle that's just closing out. Wow. And that's why Spirit was saying in the beginning of this message, like, life will never be the same as you know it. Wow, y'all. Mind blown. Mind blown. Woo, okay. Okay. So, you know, and people can feel, y'all. People can feel when you're about to step into that next level. That's why karmic energy came out, because people can feel it, y'all. I'm telling you, whenever I get ready to step into a new season, a new level, I mean, whenever I get a download from Spirit, I know that when I take action, it's going to change my life. Baby, here come the drama. Here come the BS, okay? Because sometimes just the sheer thought of the truth of what you need to take action on is all you need to get you, to get you to that next level of where you need to be. And okay. Let me just pull some additional messages for you guys real quick. Some additional messages that you may need to know to close out this message. And I actually think we are going to do a money or career reading. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Final messages. Final messages. Oh my God. So crazy. All right. So the first card here, closing out, we have clairvoyance, seeing the past, present, and future as above, so below. A lot of you guys have the spiritual gift of clairvoyance. Like I said, that's why your third eye was being blocked intentionally by your spiritual team, you guys. That is why. For whatever reason at this time, they don't want you to see the future. Maybe some of you guys have been getting like a lot of readings or listening to like a lot of readings or something like that. But like, it's like you may hear a message, but then the message is like, yeah, I mean, it resonates, but maybe you got a reading like recently from someone. It was like, that really don't resonate. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just like maybe there's something here about you trying to get clarity maybe from readings, okay? It could be anything. Maybe you're pulling cards all the time or something like that. But it's like kind of like they're blocking the future. Because as you guys can see, we keep speaking about something that's taking place in the future, but Spirit hasn't really revealed it, right? What it is. You know, it's just all these coded things, blessing in disguise, right? Like there's all these coded things. There's a successful outcome that's headed your way. Keep good vibes, right? There's not really, this is exactly what's going to happen. It's because this needs to be hidden from you. I feel like if you know where God is going to take you in this next season, you would self-sabotage it, friend. You would like, who finna do that? Not me. Not me. I'm not finna do that. Who finna do what? No, I'm good. You get somebody else to do it, okay? We have Jupiter. It says expansion, growth, opportunity, prosperity, travel, learning, okay? This is what's being blocked here. You're literally about to step into your season of expansion, okay? There's a season of expansion on the other side of this. At the end of this ride, okay, this roller coaster, this bumpy ride, you are stepping into a season of expansion and growth and opportunity. And let's not forget the prosperity. Beautiful. Always watching, always hating. And Spirit is also blocking your enemies. This could be other people who are getting readings trying to see because they feel like they know that you're about to step into a new season. They're being blocked as well. And for some of y'all, you laying in the bed with your enemy, okay? You still friends with your enemy, okay? You still going out for Sunday brunch with your enemy, okay? You still talking to your enemy at least an hour a day, okay? You talking to your enemy on your lunch break right now. And that's why Spirit had to block your damn third eye to keep you from seeing, because if you see every damn thing, you would share every damn thing and you'll be trying to figure out why ain't nothing moving in your life. All right. All right, y'all. So that is the reading. That's the message. Y'all let me know in the comments how it resonates with you. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Okay. Give your girl a thumbs up. All right.